Good morning, Terry. Good morning. I think this pack download fixes the copper armor not going onto horses.
Cassie XOXO93 says,
Good
"Hey you."
morning. Now I don't have to test and see if the kick TTS works, because it does. Yay. Now where is that copper horse armor? It's right here. It can be dangerous out here. It was dark. I don't see any bad guys. Any on the roof? No? Can you wear copper armor now? Nope. Nope. Maybe I need to like delete my cache and refresh everything. That's probably what needs to happen. Well, we won't worry about that right now. We won't worry about that right now. Right on, right on. Yep. I died to stupidity. Carelessness. We'll call it carelessness. That's what we'll do. We'll call it carelessness.
The Real Hen says, "Hey chef."
Good morning, Owen. Good morning, good morning. Well, let's start off the day with a ride over to the hole that we dug yesterday, because that was a pretty awesome sight. So I was just in a voice chat with Lost Souls, just chilling, right? And she had started digging, but she didn't have much time, and I was like, well, I've got nothing to do. I was thinking about streaming. I could get on and do the 2 server quests. So there's a total of 2 server quests for digging the hole. One for 1 hour and another for 2 hours. So I was like, I could do 3 hours of digging and just stream it all, right? And just yap. Yap and mindlessly dig. And as soon as I basically said that I would do that and agreed to do this, Lanny hopped in the chat and agreed to do this with me. And so he and I started digging, and then we were just like, we just kept digging or whatever. And
Lost Souls One says, "Good morning."
good morning. And I need to take this and this. And some more people joined in. Some more people just logged on and started digging as well. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So a lot of people ended up digging, and we had an enormous hole to dig. And Lanny was joking, saying, "Yeah, this hole will be done today." And I was like, "Dude, there's no way." I was like, I'm not underestimating us, but it's just like we can't do this entire thing, the two of us, right? Good morning, Courtney. But like I said, so more people logged in, and then somebody brought over a beacon and set it up, which is what ended up making me lose my levels, and being out of the Outlast competition now. But this is the hole that got dug yesterday. Look at this sucker. That's one heck of a hole, y'all. For real. And that got dug out just yesterday. And so this is the future home of our community XP
The Real
farm.
Hen says, Lanny does love to dig a hole.
He does, but I mean, it like
Ross
so
Sells
many
one
other
says,
people
"Great
logged
work for
on
sure."
and joined in, man, and it was just like there's no way that even with him, and I mean, I especially with that beacon, we were moving pretty quickly, but if it weren't for the like 5 or 6 other people that logged on and started chunking away at it, it wouldn't have gotten done. Like even with Lanny. As he's not feeling well, you know, he had very, very low energy at all. Big W community effort for sure. Big W. Oh, good. I haven't turned my camera on. I can do this one more time. Hi. Good morning. So yeah, big giant hole. For community XP farm. Let's not go in there, Artak. Wait, am I riding this horse backwards? Oh, he's stuck in the eating. That was funny. That was pretty funny, I gotta admit.
Lost Cells 1 says, LMAO.
I was just stuck with his head down. So I laid out a little teaser yesterday. So, at the Cades Cove Visitors Center, behind the Becky Cable house, there's a barn, and it's a pretty simple structure. It's a log structure. It's a log frame barn, and so it's got 2 end pillars, if you will, okay, and in between those 2, it's open all the way through. So like you could pull through this thing, but it's not very tall. Like if you're a tall person, you have to duck to get under this thing. So I'm not sure like all the ins and outs of this thing, but I'm gonna try and make it look like the barn that's behind the house. And so it's very difficult to build this kind of structure with Minecraft blocks because it's just, yeah. You'd have the stuff in between the logs that hold them together. I'm not saying the name of it because, you know, even though I'm not on TikTok, that's still a word that could get you in trouble because of it, you know, it having some negative connotations. But we are going to need to build up a few of these. We probably don't even need that many. Probably don't even need that many, because I think this part's only going to be 3 high with the logs, I believe. Yeah, where did I put all those logs? Inside. I went and chopped down a couple of giant spruce trees over at Lanny's place the other day. So yeah, I died. I lost my levels. I'm out of the Outlast competition. It's a bummer. So now we're Team Mel. But I gotta tell you, and Mel, I'm not trying to psych you out. You're up against some really tough competition. Not gonna sugarcoat it in any way. Now the adventure begins. Yeah. Woo. So yeah, I mean, we could make a full set of diamond armor right now and do that, but I got to thinking, I still want to try and fish out one more mending to get this one situated, but then focus and still keep trying to get mending. Maybe
says, we will see how long I make it.
Maybe I ought to work out. So I gotta try and find a trade deal with whoever's selling them. That's what I ought to maybe think about doing, is working on a trade deal instead of coins. Maybe I can do something for that person. Because I'm really trying not to spend money. Pineapple. Wait, what did I do? What did I pineapple? I didn't pineapple nothing. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I don't have anything of real value. Let's see what happens with this conversation. It's here. I promise you, my coffee's here. Nah, it's early in the morning for that guy. I'm not going to put him on the spot there. my hip. It's right here. It's right here. I promise. Yeah, there was something that I wanted to look at. Why don't, there it is. There it is. Mm-hmm. It's so hard to do my normal run with this jump boost. It's so difficult. I've gotten used to the pattern.
He doesn't need that.
Somebody took my pink door? Somebody took my pink door away? What the heck? Who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing?
EXO_Mel says rude.
So this is gonna go, and we're gonna go back over here and get we're gonna oh.
Extra Cheddar 7 says, efficiency 4 books by chance?
I believe so, yeah. Somebody traded out my pink door for an oak door, and I'm offended, and I have to remedy that.
Extra Cheddar 7 says, 2 for 3?
I just gotta figure out where I put them. How about this? How about I got 3 really good books here to give you in exchange for 3 really good books. 2 of those have efficiency 4 on them. And then there's another one that's just a great dang book. Yeah, it's a good. Those are good books, aren't they?
Lost Souls 1 says, zombies have been breaking in all over town, just FYI.
Zombies have been breaking in all over town, Souls says. That's a good trade. That'll work. That'll work for everyone, I think. He's got efficiency 5. There's a protection 4 in there somewhere. Respiration 3. Yeah, there's options. There's options there.
EXO_Mel says, spawn proof for Zomberts.
I mean...
Extra Cheddar 7 says, if you need any more, let me know.
That should get me through
Courtney
to
G
my
says,
trading
Ollie
hall.
is happy, I think.
So, even though I'm out of the
Lost Cells 1
competition...
says, I've lost my front door 3 times.
Oh no. That's funny. Even though I've lost the competition, I'm out of the competition, I do believe that I am going to stay
says,
in my copper armor.
Cheddar, I mean.
I'm going to stay in my copper armor. until I establish a trading hall, and at that time I will upgrade to diamond. Yes, yes. And at that time, you know, it'll be... Oh, gee, that is not what I was intending. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, at that time... Alright, now we got mending on all of our armor. We could theoretically swap out for totems. We could go out somewhere and do a raid. We could get Mel and or Souls and or Lanny together and go and do a raid. And swap the shield out for totems. We could go ahead and put mending on our axe and our shovel there, and I think that's probably what we'll do. I don't need the silk touch yet.
Lost Cells 1 says, oh fun.
You know? But the axe and the shovel, because here's the deal, y'all. I think
Courtney
that...
G says, is Lanny feeling any better?
Not since I last talked to him. When I last talked to him, he was not feeling better last night. Hopefully some rest tonight he was able to get, and we'll see when he wakes up. But yeah, alas, it is 5:14 a.m. for him. So what the heck was that? Hello. Come on in. He's launching with a trident. That's so funny. For diamonds. Do we need anything for diamonds? Probably not. Yeah, I wonder if a zombie broke down the door while somebody was fishing. That's definitely That's definitely possible, right? Definitely.
Lost Cells 1 says, yeah.
Put mending on these. We don't really need the silk touch to have mending. We don't... The only thing that we're really interested in silk touching is emerald ore when we come across it. That's the only thing I'm interested in silk touching. But now we can put on gold helmet to go into the nether and get ancient debris and trim this armor out, because I do want to trim this armor out in netherite. And make these tools netherite. Yeah. All right. Now all we gotta go do is mend these up. And then we'll get to building, okay? Oh, he's stuck in the eating position again. If you get on him while he's eating, he stays in that position. It's so goofy. So goofy. Why have I come over here again? Oh yeah, XP. There you go. I know that's loud, y'all. Let's get these tools healed up. Our armor all the way up. All right. We'll let this thing run until it's done. Okay? It only takes a maximum of 3 minutes. Sometimes these don't last 3 minutes. It seems like some of these don't last as long as they're supposed to. These potions. Like it really feels like sometimes these things only come out for 1 minute. So I put some new packs on. You'll see that the glint on the enchantment is different. It's less obtrusive. I don't know how I feel about that one. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. But I also got the Technoblade Pigs back. I got the random zombies back. Because those weren't working, I noticed the other day. So yeah, I got those added. There's a thing now that when a crop is fully grown, see the glint on the nether wart over there? That tells me that it's fully grown. I also don't know how I feel about that. It's kind... Is it cheaty? Is it? Is it? I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty subtle. I don't like the outlined ores that glow. I don't like that, so I didn't do any of that stuff. I think that's cheaty when it outlines those ores for you and makes them glow. You can see them from a mile away. I don't like that. I think that makes it way too easy to get ores and stuff. But with the crops, just a little gentle reminder that that one's fully grown. I don't think that's that bad. I don't know though. We'll see. I like to live with things for a little while before I make final decisions on it, you know? So the Golden Savannah, I wanted to live with that for a little while, and it's out. It's gone. I did not like it. I did not like the Golden Savannah at all. I did not. I was hopeful for it.
Lost Souls 1 says,
but
Herm.
What do you mean, Herm? Oh, look at the box around the selected item. It's green. It puts a green box around the item that you have selected on your hotbar. Or whatever, there's lots of colors you can choose from. Lots of colors.
Lost Souls 1 says, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Lost Souls 1 says, the outline.
Yeah. You don't like the crop glint? That's fortunate.
Lost Souls 1 says, not really. Shadows says,
Fair.
morning, happy Monday.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong button. Well, what happened was my finger twitched and tried to open TikTok Live Studio. That's what
Exo_Mel says, morning. Lost Souls 1 says, the glint is too uniformed. Lost Souls 1 says, Morning Shadow.
What?
Shadowkiss says, Morning Loves.
Good morning, good morning. How are you today?
Shadowkiss says, Great.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ooh, camera's off. I can do this one more time. Oh, excuse me.
Exo_Mel says, don't let her fool you. She prob hasn't been to bed yet.
Better get some rest, young lady.
Shadowkiss says, actually, I woke up at 3 a.m.
Oof. It was 4:30 for me today.
Exo_Mel says, I'm impressed.
Oof. Something I need to do real quick is... Okay.
Shadowkiss says, LOL, I think the squirrels had a problem wrestling match on my roof.
Actually... I need to make more torches. We
Lost
lost our
Souls 1
torches
says,
when we died.
I actually didn't go to bed till 1 because I couldn't get my brain to shut up.
Oof. Oof.
Shadowkiss says, ugh, I hate that so much.
Mm-hmm. I took a nap yesterday.
Extra Cheddar 7
Y'all,
says, Mel, I have bad
and-
news. One of your farmers perished yestereve.
Oh. I ended
Lost
up
Souls 1 says, and then woke at 6.
I ended up napping yesterday. Woke up at what time did I wake up? It was 8. It was like 8:15 or something like that. And I thought it was
says,
8:15 in the morning. I thought it was 8:15 in the morning this morning. I was like, "Oh my god." Something like it was something like 8 or maybe it was 7. I don't know. But yeah, wondering. See, this isn't... I want to be able to ride the horse in here, but won't I hit my head at 2.5 blocks? No, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, my head's definitely in the block. But you can ride through it, technically. Oh. Oh, that's pretty terrible.
Exo_Mel says, Ched, we must protect the last one at all costs, otherwise y'all are getting pumpkin pies for life. Shadowska says, LOL, I fell asleep one time, woke up at 7 p.m., and started getting my kids up for school thinking it was 7 a.m.
Yeah. Hi. Whose illegal head do you have? You have Lost Soul's illegal head. You have one chance to come and get this head right now.
My mending villager has disappeared as well.
Lost Soul's head. Y'all.
Lost Souls 1 says, LMAO. Exo_Mel says, I already have her head.
Okay. I'm going to take him out then. This jump boost has me all cattywampus. This can despawn. Put this right here.
Shadowska says, pumpkin pies for life is not a threat.
She's got a point. She's got a point.
Exo_Mel says, well, I have no squirty cream to go with it, so it won't taste as good.
Oh my god. You can't live without the squirty cream. Oh, I thought that would be enough.
Shadowkiss says, just whip it good.
This has got to be enough, right? This has got to be enough.
Lost Souls 1 says, because you keep taking out all the cows. Exo_Mel says, nope. Squirty cream is life.
Squirty cream is life. We're going to do some pretty heavy terraforming around here. So keep that in mind. We are definitely going to have to do another giant spruce tree. Definitely. Because we need now some vertical slabs. And those are going to go... That's a bummer because trapdoors are expensive, but I think trapdoors are going to be the thing that actually looks the best here. So, no, it really doesn't with those bands. So it's like old planks, old wooden planks that are vertical. They're vertical planks. And I'm thinking maybe... I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do.
Shadows says you could try the new shelves.
I think they're too decorative. Because this is an old, 1800s log frame barn. And I just think that those have too much detail on them to kind of convey that old barnwood plank style that you really see all over the South. Because I totally...
says, the backside isn't.
You have a point there. I forgot about the backside being a thing.
Shadows says, yeah.
The backside is a thing. That's right. We will definitely look at the backside of it then. Because I do think that you might be right there. Yeah, let's do that. Because there is a, I know what we can do if all else fails. Now I gotta strip the wood, don't I? I gotta strip it to make the shelf. Right?
Shadowka says yes. Extra Cheddar 7 says, gotta head out for work. Take care, chef.
You too, buddy. So, that's okay because we can do that down here too, but how? Nope. Just hang tight. Nope. Hmm. Hmm.
Shadowska says, shelves are a nope.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think they are. See, we definitely couldn't do that right there. Because there's no way to fill this in without making it too low. No! Thought we might make it. Oak trapdoors are a no. Hmm. Hmm. I do think the shelves are out. The overlap that the trapdoor provides is really... Hmm. Alrighty.
Lost Cells 1 says, BRB drop off.
Hmm. The shelves will not work, unfortunately, because there's no real way to make that span without doing that stair thing at the bottom. And I didn't like how I didn't like it with the stair at the bottom and then the shelves on top of that stair, right? I didn't like that. This isn't so bad, but there's no way to make that floor.
Shadows says, yeah.
There's no way to span that floor in using that. I don't dislike the way that this looks with it all shelves, but it's just we can't do anything with that hole. It would leave a hole in the floor. Is it that big of a deal? No. A little. It'll bother me. It would bother me. So I think the plain Jane has won the day. It's a very plain looking barn, you know what I mean? It really is. It's a very plain looking structure. I love the fireflies. It kind of creates a bit of ambiance in this little area. It's cute. That stupid oxidized lightning rod always makes me think it's a creeper. The bed's over here, Sheffrey. It's right over here. Oh, did somebody beat me to it, I guess? I guess somebody slept. Duh. Let's see. I'm gonna look at something. I'm gonna look at a different picture. Man, come on now. Hmm. Hmm. Of course, we could replace that with, I just want to see what it looks like next to. Now, maybe if I used oak, that gives the vertical kind of grain. William, how's it going? No, you cannot be a mod. Why would anyone just let some random person that came into their live stream, never seen them before in their life? Why would anyone be dumb enough to let a random person on the internet just be a mod right off the bat? That is wild. Wild thought processes. Do I have any oak left? I don't think I do. No. I know I've got bone meal somewhere. Is it inside? No more pieces of wood in there? I don't see it. It's acting like there's another piece of wood stuck in there somewhere, but no, that one's despawning. Okay, there we go. Alright, we'll let those despawn real quick and we'll make. Oof, that's not enough. Oh wait, here we go. think it may be too light already. Just cuz. Just cuz. That's right. I'm gonna span this bed.
Says, "Good morning, everybody."
Good morning, Michaela. Good morning. Oh, come on. It's got to be nighttime. It's got to be sleepy time. Seriously? Goodness gracious.
Mika Melon 95
Yeah?
says, "I
Heck
tried
yeah.
the coffee. Was good." Smiley face.
Where is controller hints? Is it an accessibility?
EXO_Mel says, "My brain also says it's sleepy time."
There we go. I'm striking out, y'all. Completely striking out on this. Ouch. Because I don't like that either.
Mika Melon 95 says, "What you building?"
A barn. The barn that's out behind the Becky Cable house.
Shadowka says, "Maybe campfire slab."
Enderminter, no, this is a privately hosted SMP. I don't know what you mean, Shadow. No, you want to test your head dropping? That's funny. That's funny. I think I'm honestly best with this right here. Oh. just hurled himself off the building to test his. So we have player heads, and when you lose your levels, you get a player head in your inventory.
Shadowka says, what is that place called again?
So this is in Cade's Cove. So this is the Becky Cable house that is at the Cade's Cove Visitor Center, not the Sugarlands Visitor Center, not the main visitor center for the national park, but the Cade's Cove has its own visitor center. So there is where you walk through that path and you walk past the cable mill that was built 9 years before this house. And then this house, and then out behind, and some other various little shed houses on the complex. Feed little miniature feed barns and whatnot. And then there's also a large barn behind the house. Yeah. And so, yeah. That is the cable mill that was built by Becky Cable's father. Becky Cable was not the original owner of this house. She bought it with her brother a number of years after it was built. Not that many. But she remained in the house until she died in her 90s. This was in 1940, well after the establishment of the national park. She was living there. But yeah. Oh.
Shadowska says, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah. Now, how will we manage the walls? That's something. We'll just have to use regular planks here. Oh, it's obnoxious. So we'd have to do that on the corners. We have 4 of these left. We need quite a bit of them. Come on. Come on. Okay, we could have gotten away with less. It's fine. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5
Shadowska
more.
says, I see what you're building.
Yeah. Yeah. It's meh. Meh. it's a very humdrum build, this build, and so I was kind of going on the very plain notion of these buildings. So they wanted kind of like Victorian rundown slum, and I'm just not into building Victorian medieval builds. I'm so bored with that. I'm so bored with seeing medieval and Victorian Minecraft builds. I'm bored with it. I'm sorry. There, I said it out loud. I'm not trying to take away from the skill but involved in any of that. I'm just saying that I am personally bored by them. Because it seems like that it's so dominant in Minecraft worlds, and I'm just bored by it. So I took the rundown philosophy that they were looking for in this area, very simplistic, and that sort of thing. And so that's kind of why I'm doing this the way that I'm doing.
No clue how to mimic that at the tiny scale.
Yeah, no. And what's funny is that this house is scale. Very close to. It's very close to scale. 1-to-1. It's very, very close. And the barn is just slightly over.
Says, you definitely.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I think to be really done very, very well, these builds need to be built at least 2-to-1. The house probably closer to 3-to-1. But I still don't think it would be. I don't know. No, 2-to-1. 3 would be too much. But they're very simple builds. All of it, like the facade. The facades of these buildings. There's no decorative anything on anything in Appalachia, really. It's all very plain materials, plain workmanship, just plain old plain, right? And that's kind of how they do it there. Yeah. Whoa. Got a little out of control there. I'm trapped in here. Ouch. And I don't have enough wood to make the remaining stairs
it would
needed.
have been cooler if they went steampunk instead with the copper update.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have been able to build in that style either. But you're right. It makes sense for the copper update. It makes total sense. That does. But so here's the deal, though. I'll get a little bit further into the kind of overall plans. So this is not the only part of the starter area. So like they have this vision of multiple sections, okay? So the multiple sections are progressively nicer and more opulent, okay? As the season progresses, you get more and better materials to work with, and so they've got this vision for an overall city, right? And so that's gonna take a long time to kind of get more imagined. Now, on Friday, at the end of this week, we are taking on the dragon, and then we're allowed to go out into the world. I am gonna hammer down my area for my mega base, but I am not going to start the mega base just yet. I am going to try to progress with this city a little bit longer. I think there's a few people that are wanting to do that. And so that's kind of that's kind of the vision is so you know you're only seeing a
Shadowska
very
says, that's a
small
cool
part
concept.
of the overall spawn district. Okay, that's going to include the shopping district and like there's going to be like an elite section where everything's going to be nice and over the top and you know really nicely built stuff and
XL
yeah,
underscore
so
Mel says, I'm claiming my area on Friday, but it'll stay in Spawn Town
there
a
we go.
while.
So
Smiley
we're
face.
we're not going to be alone. There's going to be a few people that I think are interested in sticking around and developing this overall goal because it's a big it's a big concept to wrap your head around, right? And like now we have you know images and diagrams to back up what our vision is in the Discord, but those are not going to be shown. Um, you know, so because those are internal plans and we don't share that kind of stuff. But that's kind of there is an overall vision. Now, you know, obviously I can talk about this and give basics about what the overall plan is, and so but that's what it is. And so I'm gonna stick around and kind of enjoy the early game for a little while longer than is required. And I think that you know one of the big things that you get asked when you're playing this game on the internet by people is what what do you do to keep from getting burnt out? What do you do to not get bored? Blah blah. This you don't need to have netherite the first 3 days, 2 days, second day that your server's open. It's not necessary. For the love of Pete, slow down and enjoy the ride. Some people can do that and still not get burnt out on this game, and I understand that people like that do exist. Hats off to you. But taking your time for me is, I think, a big part of that whole process of not getting burnt out, not getting bored. Just don't be so hasty, Master Baggins. It's not necessary.
Shadowska says, it sounds like that game where you step up each age of world progress you start in stone and then end in technology.
Right, sounds legit, yeah. Sounds legit.
Shadowska says, I like to roam off and just start all over in a new area away from main base when I get bored, lol.
Hmm. I guess all my bones are over at the fishing hut? I guess. We're gonna chop down a couple more trees. A couple more spruce trees. But I need some bone meal to grow them. Yeah, that's a fun. We talked earlier about the zombies breaking down doors. That is Fun thing about hard difficulty mode is that zombies will break down your door. That should be enough to grow 2 trees. Was there something else I wanted to get from over here? No? No. Just the bone meal. I'm trying to read chat and run too. When you get, yeah. Yep. There you go. That's another way to do it. Oh. It happens. I'm afraid to do that next to that in case the bushes grow out. Yeah, let's just do it right here. It's not, yeah, there we go. Sweet. This one's tall. Yay. Two stacks 21 off of 2 trees. Heck yeah. Now we just gotta wait for all the leaves to despawn though. We gotta wait for the leaves.
Exo_Mel says, someone is trying to hack my FB.
Oh no. That's your sign to delete your profile and get away from all Meta products. That's your sign to get away from Meta. Ditch Meta. Tell Zuckerberg how big of a tool he is. And leave that company behind.
Shadows says, that's scary after what happened to him. I forgot her name, but you'll know. EXO_Mel says, ID have to save all my children's photos first. I don't really use FB anymore.
We could stack up there and break them, but eh. They'll despawn quickly. Mr. Adventure. Squirrel brain. Oh, Lanny. Oh, Lanny. It's almost coffee time. It is almost coffee time. Oh, use of the armor stand pack. Love it. Love seeing when that pack gets used.
Says, like waiting for paint to dry, LOL.
I know. I know. Okay, they're all gone now. I feel like I should use that. That means I have to grow quite a few of those. That's fine. But I feel like I should be using that same kind of... Because the roof material is the same on these two buildings in real life. But this was just a whitewashed timber frame house, you know? And the roofs are like a cedar shake. So they're not quite brown, but they're not quite red either. We're going to put these up here just to see what they look like. We'll do 2 runs. Oh, lag. You used to be able to strip these custom blocks after they were made and placed, but now you can't. You have to strip it before. That's okay. That's okay. That was at 9:30. Okay. I don't know how this is going to look up against the spruce. It's fine. And see, now I'm curious about something else. Now I'm curious to know what this looks like. Now I'm curious to know no. Definitely not. Definitely not. I had to try. I had to see. really don't like the walls on that second floor. I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a coffee break. We're going to take a coffee break, and I'm going to think. Let's stand right here in the corner so that no Enderman can come and make us look at them and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Guys, I need a human moment and a coffee break. I'll be right back. Oi.
John Abigood says, Guten Tag.
Good morning, John Drop.
John Abigood says, LOL hello from afar Cheffy. Shadowska says, Guten Morgen. Exo_Mel says, Sauerkraut. Shadowka says, Elmeo.
Don't forget the schnitzel. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. So I actually optioned against coffee. I optioned to go with, yeah, we got a lot of stuff digging that hole out, y'all. We're in good shape. We're in good shape.
Shadowska says, Rich Liebe Dyke.
Ich liebe dich.
EXO_Mel says, MC, excuse me.
It means I love you. Ich habe eine Frage. I have a question.
Shadowska says, LOL, it keeps trying to spell check me.
I'm sure it does. Ich habe eine Frage. So I have a question.
Shadowska says, Das. EXO_Mel says, I have many questions and 0 answers.
Ich spreche kleine Deutsch.
Shadowska says, just a little.
Same. I remember very, very, very little. Man. I don't like any of this. Look, Technoblade pigs are back. Yay. I don't like any of it.
Jonna B. Good says, who all has copper armor still?
Well, I died yesterday. I'm technically out of the competition. I died because someone was mega careless. Someone that is not myself was mega careless. And I died. Wait.
Jonna B. Good says, what happened, LOL?
I fell into a hole.
Shadowska says, I feel like that shouldn't count.
This is not beer. I don't drink alcohol. This is ginger soda. Dying counts. I don't care what the circumstances are. You die, you're out. I'm sure they would probably offer to give that life back to me if I were to, let's say, make a fuss about it. But I'm just not the type of person. You die, it's done. What are echo shards used for? That's a great question. The main purpose of echo shards is going to be to craft a recovery compass.
If I'm going to count teaches, I gotta count chefs, LOL.
What? Yeah, I'm out of the competition. I don't care what anybody says. Because there were a couple people saying, no, that shouldn't count. That shouldn't. Yes, it counts. I died. Doesn't matter. Mama didn't raise an itch. Mama didn't raise Lilo and Stitch.
Jonna B. Good says, I agree, Sheffy. The game log logged it, so it happened, LOL.
It happened. That's right. The circumstances are irrelevant. Yo. She did have it on the auto subscribe because there it is right there.
Mika Melon 95 says,
I do
"But I
too.
like that better."
I like that better. I think it eats up that transition also to the roof. I'm still not sold on putting, even though the roof on the two builds looks the same, it just doesn't, I can't mimic that wood
Shadowska
type on
says,
that
"I
barn.
get that totally, but I feel it was against the rules, you know."
I mean, he was trying to do a good thing. Right? He was trying to do a good thing. A helpful thing. Yeah, you know? He really was. He was trying to do a helpful and good thing. I can't fault a man for that. I think you can do something else with them. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you can't do anything else with them. Well, now you have me Googling, you goon. Thanks. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's literally it. It's literally all it's used for. Oh, this soda's so good. If you live in the southeast, a late one, Ale 81. It's a ginger soda made with natural sugar, no high fructose corn syrup. It does have corn sweetener in it, but it is not a high fructose corn syrup, a synthesized sugar. It's real corn sugar. All right, so gosh darn it. Is May May on her phone at work? Is she playing on her phone at work? Ugh. Look at that. Oh, whoa! Don't. Why did it? Okay, so we are most definitely gonna have to plant a bunch more of these. Yay. Ah, grow, you muncher. Oh, this is a short tree. This is a male tree. Did I get all of them? Yeah, I did. Why didn't this one grow? Is it because of that torch? We'll just remedy that. This place back here scares me. It is not lit up enough. And we don't have any more bone meal over here, huh? No, no, we don't. We don't. It's all at the fishing hut. All of our bones. Whoops. What? No. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Oh, look. It's a big one, too. How much do we have now? Not even a stack? Oof, we have to do more. Okay, chugging right along. Something we need to do real quick is put up the spruce. Okay. It's fine. That's fine. We're also probably going to need still some more spruce to do all those trapdoors. This is probably enough pale oak, but we're going to go ahead and grow this one more tree. Bum, 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 bum. Whoops. Out. Some major terraforming I've got to do. Yay. Now, come on.
Ace Gaming 3406 says, morning.
Hi, Ace. Good morning. That might be enough to do it.
Muscular Mars says, hi.
Hi, Muscles. It was one shy of what we needed.
Muscular Mars says, I just did something daft lol.
Oh no. That's no fun. You didn't fall in that giant hole, did you?
Muscular Mars says, win a chippy because it said online that it was open, but it opens at 4.30, which is in 1.5 hours.
Oh
Sad
no.
face.
You did say chippy. Yep, yep. That's a chippy will have fish and chips. Like, obviously it's gonna have chips, but it'll have fish too, right? It's fish and chips. And a chippy. No. Ah. Oh, it's scary out here.
Muscular Mars says, not happy muzzles. Anyways, what you up to? And yes, fish and
Fish
chips.
and chips, yeah.
Muscular Mars says, don't forget the gravy too.
Yeah, because you dip your chips, your fries in gravy. Do you dip the fish? You don't dip the fish in that gravy, do you? Is that what the curry sauce is for? Or is that for the fries too? Chips, whatever. Same thing. Two different words. Doesn't matter. See, parsley liquor at a meat and a pie and mash shop. Yeah, no, not get on the fish. Just malt vinegar and some salt, maybe. But like those meat pies look heavenly.
Muscular Mars says, yes, curry sauce better for fish.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't disgrace the fish with that curry sauce. I like curry sauce. Don't get me wrong, but on battered fish, no, I'm good. I'm sure it tastes great because I love curry, but man, you just can't beat some nice big coarse salt and some malt vinegar on a properly battered piece of fish. What was I saying? Yeah, parsley liquor. So the pie and mash places, those meat pies look heavenly. The mash looks great. It's fine. It's real basic, perfect mashed potato. Parsley liquor though looks like a bodily fluid with some green chunks in it. Now, upon reading what the ingredients are and how it's made, it's really just a blonde roux with parsley in it. It's really just a really basic bechamel. Said originally it was made with the water from the stewed eels, but now it's mostly made with chicken stock instead of that stewed eel water. Stewed eels, nope, I'm good. No, thank you. Doesn't even look good to me. I don't care if it tastes like heaven. It looks bad. I can't get over the sight of those stewed eels. I just can't. But those meat pies look heavenly. Like seriously, I want to stuff my face with them. Hi, Molly. Wild dreams? Oh no. We're talking about British food.
Lost Cells 1 says, oh yeah, what kind?
What kind of what? Dreams. We need a lot more of those. Well, not a lot more, but quite a few more.
Lost Cells 1 says, British food.
Yeah. Oh, son of a gun.
Muscular Mars says, first choice is mince then steak.
I don't care either one. Hashtag ain't care. Hashtag ain't care. Just give them to me. Give them to me. I will stuff my face. I will not even. I won't use a fork and a knife. I will just hold those in my hand and eat them. Like a hot pocket. Hot pocket.
Lost Cells 1 says, I'm a carnivore.
It's going crazy. Why? Hold on.
Ace Gaming 3406 says, when my wife says I need more salad, I tell my food already ate the greens for me.
Ace, I love you. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Lost Cells 1 says, LMO yes.
That's not how that works. I love you, but that's not how that works. That's not how that works. I wish you could attach leads to those. But you can't, can you? No. Of course I need one more. We'll get another horse to put under there. Spring onions and leek. That sounds great. Bum, 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 bum. How am I going to get up in here? Just a ladder, I guess. We'll just put a ladder. Should it be right there? Probably not. Right there. That's where we'll put a ladder. And we'll do the same on the other side. Okay, we needed 2 more spruce
Mika Melon
stairs.
95 says, my hubby didn't know that cobbler and pie weren't the same thing.
Oh yeah,
He's
definitely
30.
not the same thing.
LOL.
Definitely not. And then, did we not have more vertical slabs? Did we run out of vertical slabs? No. Okay. It's our little barn.
Muscular Mars says, LOL. Mika Melon 95 says, he was like, there's not crust on the bottom,
There's
LOL.
no crust on the bottom, no. So traditionally, cobbler would have been baked in a cast iron Dutch oven over an open fire on a bed of coals, right? Crust on the bottom would have burnt to back, right? And that's why, so like when we would do it in Boy Scouts, we would put the Dutch oven in a bed of coals, and but then you have to take some of the hot coals and put them on top of the lid too, so that the lid, so that that crust up top, that cobbler, the crumb topping, it does cook, you know. But oh
Mika
man,
95
oh,
says, yes, sir, lol.
that's the only way, if you ask me, is in a cast iron Dutch oven with coals, open fire. It's just it hits different. It hits different. You can put your cast iron in the oven all day long, and it's not going to hit the same
Muscular
as
Mars
cooked
says,
on coals.
oh, never knew that.
Yeah, that's the difference between cobbler and pie, basically. And the crust on a cobbler isn't really a crust; it's more of a crumb. It's more of a crumb than it is a crust. It's fairly thick crumb though. And I love, oh God, I love cobbler. Almost any flavor. But what I don't like though, what I can't do, Michaela, is the canned, pre-made fruit fillings that are in a lot of pies and cobblers these days that you get in anywhere because people don't make their own fillings anymore. I can't stand those gelatinous, oozy. I want homemade filling. I want to take the fruit and cook it down into my own compote, make my own filling, and do it that. Like, I do not like those gelatinous pie fillings that are in every pie that you buy nowadays. It's not for me.
Mika Melon 95 says, oh yeah, am not a fan of the canned stuff either.
It's pretty icky. So this is where I want to put the storage up in here. Okay, so this I want to be all chests, right? Because the chests will open on top of this, right? So I can do two rows of chests, and maybe I put a couple copper golems in here, since and then like we could put the copper chests in as place of the floor, and we could put the stuff in it from down beneath, and they'd never get out of here. Because well, maybe they could come down that. I don't know. I don't really like the copper golems though. They make too much noise. I don't like being that close to them. Opening chests over and over again drives me nuts. Now guys, there will be one more build tucked into this 25 by 25 plot. Right in that area right down there.
Sinsanity Kills says, good morning everyone.
Good morning, Sin. You're just in time for me to I'm pretty much wrapped up for the day.
Morning Sin.
I'm pretty much wrapped up. I got a few things to do before picking Mini Chef up from school today. He's back with me this week, so I got to go pick him up. But there's a few things that I really need to do and take care of before that happens. So, yeah.
Mika Melon 95 says, good morning.
Sin, are you feeling any better? I know you weren't feeling very well the other day.
Sinsanity Kills says, haha, I slept in today. Sinsanity Kills says, I am feeling much better.
Good. Good. Now we just got to get Lanny feeling better. Now we just got to get Lanny. We made a huge hole yesterday for the
Sinsanity
Community
says,
XP farm
all
build.
done with eardrops too.
Nice. We made a huge hole for the community XP farm yesterday. So it started with souls, and then me and Lanny hopped in there to do 3 hours worth of server quests. But a lot of people joined in, and we ended up doing something amazing.
Insanity Kill says, Rocky says good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Rocky. Look at this hole we made. Just dug it out by hand. Got a beacon down at the bottom. Had a beacon down at the bottom.
Insanity Kill says, wow.
Yeah. Community hopped on and absolutely crushed this. Absolutely crushed it. Big ol' hole down to minus 30. So from 65-ish down to minus 30.
What a whole LOL.
Yeah, I know, right?
Insanity Kill says, that's a really deep hole LOL.
Mm-hmm. That's where the big 4-portal gold farm is going. That we always have. We'll need to put some. We'll do the ground last and everything, because like I said, we got to do some terraforming back through here.
Insanity Kill says, parsley for breakfast today.
Oh yeah, nice. I love fresh parsley. I don't like dried parsley that much in food, but fresh parsley right off the plant, because that's something that grows really easily. It's really easy to grow parsley, but the thing is that it can get out of control if you don't trim it back. So, you could make your own dried parsley. That would almost certainly be a whole lot better than store bought. And so then you could have it year round. But parsley, if well maintained, it grows like crazy. You could really have free food for Rocky with a decent little patch of parsley. Oh no, mussels! Right when you joined? I guess was there a creeper in your plot? Did it blow up your house?
Says, oh yeah, for sure.
I gotta do some thinking on that. That might be an off-camera project because of the amount of fiddling that I'm gonna have to do to make that work. But
Insanity Kill says, I have a basil plant that went to seed 2 years ago, and out of nowhere, I have baby basil plants growing now.
It's honestly a really good idea to let some of your plants go to seed for that very reason. For that very reason. So, yeah. Yeah. I would love to have a yard full of just herbs just growing everywhere. They won't be in sections. It won't be anything like that. They'll just be interwoven throughout the entire, through an entire area where it's just herbs growing like crazy. That'd be awesome. Surrounded by rosemary plants.
Sinsanity Kill says, LOL Rocky would come over for the all-you-can-eat buffet.
Mm-hmm. This soda's so good, y'all. It's so lightly carbonated. No artificial sweeteners. No processed sweeteners.
Sinsanity Kill says, what is it?
Ale 8-1. It's bottled in Kentucky. You might be able to get it where you live. Maybe.
Sinsanity Kill says, or in Cincinnati maybe.
That would be much more likely to see it in Cincinnati. Like it would be in the specialty soda section of the grocery store is where you can find it. Oh, let me turn this off before I...
Sinsanity Kill says, I'll be down there next month, so I'll look for it.
It's really good. It's family owned since 1926. It's a ginger soda. But yeah. All right, listen, you guys, I'm going to go. I got some stuff to do. I love your faces. Thank you so much for hanging out. Maybe we'll do some more later. Just kind of depends. We'll see. We'll see.
Sinsanity Kill says, by Chef.
But yes, everyone, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I'm going to go get some stuff did before picking up the mini-me.
Bye.
You guys have a fantastic day.
Shadowska says, have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
M00tastic says, have a good